loves, it's Sam. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what came in my Boxycharm for February. Unfortunately, February sold out really fast, so they are doing a February FOMO box, fear of missing out. You know how long I didn't know what FOMO meant, and I was like, what is everyone talking about FOMO? Like, what is FOMO? So they do have a box. You guys can get that if you want, since February is sold out. If you do want to get March, then you can of course sign up for March. Check out the FOMO box or sign up for March, whatever you want to do. I'll leave the link down below so that you guys can go ahead and check either or out. If you guys are not familiar with Boxycharm, it's a monthly subscription service. It comes with makeup, skincare, it's just like beauty items. It's really great. They have been doing such a good job, but I feel like each month just gets better and better. They get such good brands in there. So today I'm basically just going to be sharing with you what came in my Boxycharm box. But basically, you know, it looks like this. It says hello charmer, and then you get, I think it's usually like 4 to 5 items in the box. I'm just going to quickly show you guys what came in my box, and then I kind of get more into it. And then I'm just going to be doing like a full face tutorial, trying out some new products of like things that I've also gotten that are new to me, as well as trying on all of the products that I got in my actual Boxycharm as well. The very first thing is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. Even though this is like a travel size, like there's a lot of product in here because you don't need very much of this stuff. It is quite like I don't want to say pigmented, what is the word? Concentrated. And this smells really good of like flowers and honey. And then we have the No Pore Blem Primer, smooth and pore covering, top secret for perfect makeup from Touch in Soul. Really cute packaging. That's a primer. Then we got the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan 126 Glow Up Highlighter. And I am wearing that right now. It's really beautiful. You guys will see when I'm applying it, it like goes on so nicely. Then we have the Trace Prime and Color Lip Glaze in the color English Rose, which I'm actually loving. Normally, you guys know I don't really wear like brighter or darker lip colors, but I feel like this is just enough for me where I don't feel like I'm like, whoa. It's just like a really nice kind of dusty pink. And then the last thing is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. Yes, Too Faced is in Boxycharm. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys me applying all of the different products. Huge thank you to Boxycharm for partnering up with me for this video. I almost got it all out, didn't I? I almost got the whole sentence out without being ruined. I've been talking a bit too much now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to check out Boxycharm down below. I will leave that link in the description box for you if you haven't already. I'm never gonna get better. Oh, if you're new to my channel, I promise I don't always sound like this. I've had a really bad flu and it knocked me out for like a solid week. So this is the first time that I'm filming in a really long time. So I hope that you guys can look past my terrible sounding voice. I'm gonna go. I haven't talked this much for like a week. I hope you guys enjoy and find this helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up by the time you watch this end of the, I can't even talk, the end of the video. I'm seeing like stars right now. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Okay. Oh, also I cut my hair in the bathroom. It was like so dry that I was like, oh my God, this is just gross. Why am I keeping this on? Why am I holding on to something that's never gonna get better? So I chopped it off in the bathroom and I feel great. I'm so glad I did it. It looks so much thicker now. Okay guys, I'm gonna go. Mwah. Bye. Okay, so the first thing that I used out of the box, and I'm sick still guys, this is the Pharmacy Clean Bee Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. And this is actually, it's pretty good size. I mean, you get a lot of product in here. I actually own this already and it's a really nice cleanser. It has, I don't even know if I can smell it at the moment. Oh yeah, it smells like honey. Kind of like a floral honey. It's really nice. I feel like it's just a really nice gentle cleanser. It says it's an ultra gentle facial cleansing gel that washes away surface oil, impurities, pollution residue, and makeup while nourishing skin with honey and hyaluronic acid. This one retails for, if you were to get like the full size, it would be $22. So that's like, you know, it's a pretty high-end brand. The next thing is the No Pore Blem Primer from Touch in Soul. This retails for $18. It says create a seamless canvas for your foundation with your new Touch in Soul No Pore Blem Primer. The light silky texture blurs pores and wrinkles, giving your skin a soft velvet feel. Green tea and collagen act as adhesives, holding on tight to your makeup for many hours of flawlessness. The primer is pink, it's like a really soft pink. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop that all over my face. And I do have moisturizer on at the moment. Oh, this is the worst. I hate when this happens. It's what, you know, when like you get like a silicone-y feel thing and then it mixes with your moisturizer, and then on top of your moisturizer it gets all bitty, like there's little bits of, like they're not mixing well. I hate that so much. So I think what I'll do is just wipe all of my moisturizer off. That's the most annoying thing when primers do that. I hate when products do that, when they just are not mixing well. So just keep that in mind if you do get this primer. Maybe I just used too much, but it just was, it was like all getting all bitty. Okay, so now I have no moisturizer on, and I'll just go ahead and waft this off. Oh god, that feels so nice right now. So I actually haven't worn makeup in days, you guys. I was so sick. Okay, so now my face is dry. Let's do this again. I'm gonna go ahead and take one pump and put that all over my face. Okay, so it definitely has that silicone-y feel. Which is definitely kind of a smoothing, pore filling texture. I'm just gonna take a little extra on my forehead. My pores have been really big up there lately. I'm not sure why. So as you can see, that doesn't give you any shine whatsoever. It just fills in and kind of smooths out. Way better if you don't have a moisturizer underneath. For some reason that moisturizer was just not mixing well with that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to foundation. I just got this, and honestly, I think I have actually used this before. I think I've done a video about it. I can't remember. I've done so many products now that I just cannot remember what I'm doing in life. This is the Super Radiant Booster from NARS. I haven't used this one before, but then they sent me the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use that because I'm really pale at the moment and all of my foundations are too dark. But I am just gonna take that Radiant Booster and just put a little bit of that all over the face. Since that primer was a little bit of a kind of more of a matte finish, I'll just add a little bit of radiance back into my skin this way. It's kind of like rose gold, I feel like. And I'm not putting anything on my neck as far as that goes because I have a really bad breakout right now. I was trying out some new products. Next, we're gonna go ahead and use the NARS. This is in the color Santa Fe, and I'm pretty sure this will be like the perfect color for me at the moment because I haven't self-tanned or anything, so I'm just like my own natural color, which is pretty pale at the moment. I think this is probably, it looks like it's gonna be the absolute perfect color. Wow, NARS, they know their colors. They just sent me one shade, and it looks like they knew I was gonna be pale. They're like, oh, this girl can't keep up her self-tan game forever. So weird, it's like this side of my neck is like perfect. I have no problems on this side of my neck. And then this side, it's like a whole, it's like the bad child. So this is going on really nicely. I can't remember if I've done a full review of this foundation or if I tried it and I didn't like it because it broke me out. We'll find out, won't we? I don't even know why I do this to myself. Jeez, I was like, why do you try new foundations when they all they ever do is break you out? And I'm like, well, because I'm trying to, like, you know, do it for my channel, taking one for the team. And he's like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth for you to like break out and then be miserable. I'm like, yeah, I know, you're right. But then I still seem to do it for some reason. That color is like perfect perfect for me right now. How exciting. You really don't need much of this either. A little bit goes a long way, for sure. Like that was just one tiny little pump, and that was like more than enough. Like I have left over on my hand. This foundation seems to be a really nice finish. It's blending in really easily. It does feel quite greasy on the face though. Like, it's almost like I feel like I have oil on my face. But I do feel like everything's gone down really smooth, probably because of those primers that I used. I'm not looking glittery or anything through it from the Radiance one. I'm just looking really like nice and like smooth and poreless. They did send me the NARS Radiant Creamy. I used to use this all the time, but it used to make me super greasy. I wonder if I use it again. I'll just go ahead and use it again. Like with different powders, if it'll be better. Because I used to use it all the time, like when everybody was on the NARS Creamy Concealer, or whatever it's called, kick. But it just didn't work for my skin, and like everybody loved it so much, and I really liked it. It's just it didn't last very well on me. It was just never that good. But I wonder if like I used it with the powders that I use now, if it would have a different finishing power. Because this was years ago that I used this. It was like in Montana. I don't think I used to use much powder back then. Like I remember the days when I would just put foundation, concealer, and then just go straight to bronzer. Because I had such a hairy face that I couldn't wear powder. And then I discovered facial razors for women, and I was like, oh! Okay, I'm feeling like a bit of a doll at the moment. This is definitely doing a good job. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face now. Oh, there's a little red robin at my door. I feel like I have hair stuck all over my face right now. Okay, there is a hair, I can feel it. And it's driving me insane. Okay, I got the hair. I just go to patting. I think I'm finally starting to get used to the smell of this, guys. It really is a great powder. If you can just get past that smell, all is okay in the world. Kind of like one of those smells that like eventually I feel like you kind of like learn to like it because you're like, yeah, my makeup looks so good. So it's like you don't really care that it's such a strong scent because it's like almost like one of those comforting ones because you're like, my makeup looks so nice that I love this smell. You guys know what I mean? And one of my kids got something on my pup. I have no idea what they did, but I went to do I was just playing around with some stuff last night, and I went to put my powder on, and I had like brown eyeshadow all over my face. That was the first time I put makeup on in such a long time. Yet I still have zits on my neck. I think it's because I was using a new moisturizer from Kiehl's, and I'm pretty sure that was the culprit. So that was a total bummer, because it was actually really nice. It was the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream or something like that. I saw Sarah Ashcroft using it. She uses the moisturizer, like it's one in a bottle, and I got the one in a cream. But that's the only thing I couldn't figure out that did it, because I haven't worn makeup for so long. So at first I thought it was the Revlon foundation, but I haven't worn makeup for such a long time that there's no way it was makeup because I haven't worn any. And yet I was still getting fresh ones. So like normally when I go to bed, you know, you go to bed with a zit and then it's kind of dry in the morning. Where like I was going to bed with the moisturizer on and then waking up with a new zit. So I'm pretty sure that's what the culprit was, which is such a nice cream, it really is. Oh, I forgot to do my darker concealer. I'm so pale, I was like, psh, whatever, just don't even bother. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lightening powder for underneath my eyes. Pretty sure I've had a child over here playing with my stuff. So I'm just taking my Ben Nye Super White I feel like everything goes on so much smoother on top of this powder. Like it really just does create the perfect canvas. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Giorgio Armani. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my makeup. Take that down onto the foundation on my neck as well, just so that it stays in place. I've just been so sweaty from this sickness. Sounds gross, but like I've literally been so sweaty. It's like I had a fever for like quite a long time, and so I think my body well, it's obviously still doing something, because like currently I'm like in a tank top, I'm sweating my nuts off, like it's so bad. But like I wake up in the middle of the night and all the sheets, my pajamas, like everything is soaked, and so I haven't been able to self-tan, because if I self-tan, it's going to basically just come, like it's gonna sweat off and like ruin everything. So it already, like I had self-tanner left over a little bit, and like my sheets and my mattress protector, they like got super duper like orange, and that was like not even a fresh self-tan. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take my Milani blush. This is the color Coral Cove. Such a pretty coral color. And I'm just gonna pop that just on my cheeks. Okay, I think I went a little crazy with that. I couldn't see it at first, and then all of a sudden it came whoop. Next thing in my Boxycharm is the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan 126 Glow Up. This retails for $32. It says allow your skin to capture the light of any room you walk into with its unique velvety smooth highlighter infused with glow-loving, light-reflecting, and pearlescent pigments. This highlighter will give your skin the perfect amount of brightness. So this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like it's a little bit of a rosy gold. So let's just pop this on. Oh, this is pretty. Really fine. It definitely has like a golden kind of glow to it for sure. Oh, it's just really a beautiful texture. Wow, it's really pigmented, you guys. That's like the perfect color for the nose highlight as well. Okay, that's very exciting. I actually got some new products from Sigma, so I'm just gonna give those a go today. Just gonna brush out my brows. I got this new pencil. This is the Sigma Fill and Blend. I'm just gonna go ahead and see how it does. It definitely feels waxy, which sometimes I find them to be a little difficult to work with when they're a little waxier. The color seems to be pretty decent. I'm basically just gonna fill in the bottom kind of outline. Yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite. I just feel like I'm having to work like extra hard, and I don't like having to work extra hard. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try their powder. This is the Light Color and Shape Color Brow Powder Duo. It looks like this. Two different powders. This was what I was playing with last night. I think this color is probably a little bit better. I need to use a different brush. I just can't seem to get it to like go over my mole, which is like so annoying. I don't know if I love these products. I think I've had better. I think they're okay. It's just that I have to, maybe it's just the brush. I might just try my normal brush, because I used the Sigma brush that came in the like PR thingamabobber, but they just seemed a little bit too flexible. I mean, the color seems to be okay. It's just the fact that its tail, just I couldn't really do anything with it for some reason. So I'm just taking my Shannon Rose eyeshadow palette, And I'm just gonna, oh my god, my nose is running down my face. Yikes. Oh, it's ran down my face. Look at that. Do you see that? This is why I haven't worn makeup in days, because I just can't seem to stop my nose from running. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little, no, that looks even worse. Well, great. I'm just gonna have to dust that off in a bit. I'm just gonna keep it real simple with the eyes. I'm just gonna go back into my Shannon Rose palette and just do like a really soft little crease. And then that way we can just move on to the other products in the box. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that same color, and it's just this one right here. The nice thing about being pale is that you can like use super light colors and it looks like super dramatic. And then I'm just gonna take that highlighter again and I'm just gonna pop that on the lid. Oh wow, that's so pretty on the lid. I'm just gonna take a little bit of white eyeshadow and pop that right into my inner corner. I'll be so excited when I'm feeling better, you guys. I feel like I've been sick for so long. Like I literally only just yesterday started to feel a little bit better, to where like I could actually clean my house and like have some energy. It's been so bad. Like I can see why the flu kills people. I don't even remember ever having the flu. Like this has been seriously horrible. Okay, I'm taking some Lord & Berry nude liner. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Ow! What the heck's going on here? Okay, I'm gonna take my Voluminous Lash Paradise base, and then the next item is a mascara, and it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. What? That's like a big deal. I feel like Too Faced is such a well-known, like, sought-after brand, so for that to be in the Boxycharm, that's kind of a big deal. I love all my little birdies outside. I told Jay this would be like such a good place to bird watch. There's so many colorful birds here. There's little red robins. They're always in the grass digging up little things. It's the cutest thing. So this comes in the Boxycharm. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now you guys know I'm actually not a fan of this mascara. My sister loves it, so it works out for her every time I get one because I just give it to her. The reason I don't like it on me is because I have very oily skin, and for some reason the formula of this always gets up onto my brow bone, which is so annoying. Might not actually do that nowadays though, because my lashes aren't as long as they used to be. It might actually be okay, but it just transfers so badly on me, and it sucks because it's such a pretty mascara. Like it really does make your lashes look so nice and fluffy and just like fanned out, but for some reason it just cannot seem to stay off of my skin. But my sister like swears by this mascara. She loves it so much, but she has dry skin, so she really doesn't have to worry about the things that I have to worry about. So the mascara is done. I'm gonna go ahead and just brush off my bake now. I'm sure my nose looks absolutely ridiculous. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. I just love this stuff so much. I'm gonna take my Boldly Bare lip liner. And then the next item and the last item that comes in the box is the Trey Steak Prime and Glaze Lip Crayon. This retails for $25. It is the color English Rose. There's a oh, okay, so on the end is a little primer. That's kind of cool. My lips are so dry from mouth breathing. Oh, okay, so this is what it looks like on this. So it's kind of like a chunkier. Okay, so that lip color is actually really pretty. It is like an English rose. It's like a little darker than what I normally go for. But I think it's like a really nice kind of like pop of pink without being like, whoa, pink. I'd have to say that my favorite is probably the highlighter, just because that is so beautiful. I love that really soft kind of golden glow it's given me. It's really pretty, very pigmented, but the texture of it is really fine. So it really just kind of like buffs into the skin and like looks really just like dewy. That primer definitely was a bit weird with the moisturizer that I was wearing, but I think once I put it on alone, like my skin looks really, really flawless. It does look really smooth. It looks really just like airbrushed. I think it's one of those things, if you have a moisturizer that it's not gonna get all weird with, then that's good. I think my moisturizer, for some reason, I have that problem a lot with primers. So it's something that's in primers that mixes with with whatever's in my moisturizer, and it just like, they just clash. They don't like to work together, so I don't usually ever wear primers anymore. Overall, another great box from Boxycharm. I will leave Boxycharm's link down below so you guys can go ahead and check it out. But I think, honestly, their boxes have been so, so good. I've been getting them now for the past, I don't know, 6 months or so. I don't know, I can't remember how many Boxycharm videos I've done. And I just feel like each month they get better and better and better. They're really, really good. I feel like they're getting such good brands in there, and they always have a nice mixture. Like I love the fact that this one, I mean, it had like good stuff. Mascara, highlighter, lipstick, primer, and a cleanser. Like that's a really good box. So I love it. I definitely recommend Boxycharm. If you guys have tried the Boxycharm and recently, and you know, either like it or you don't like it, leave your comments down below and let other people know your thoughts, because I know, you know, I can tell you all day long that it's great, but sometimes I think it's nice for other people to see like other people in the comments being like, oh yeah, I have it too and it's great, or whatever. So let me know down below how you guys have been liking the Boxycharm, but I just feel like they've been doing such a good job with it. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.